Hello everyone. In this video, we'll look at how to do a search for an industry profile or industry report in Investext. Basically, your search will do two things: identify the industry that you're searching on and limit your search to records that are about that industry. There are a number of ways you can do this, so let's get started. One good way to identify the industry you want in Investext is by using the business classification codes created for this database. So let's begin with the ProSheet. In the ProSheet, you see there are quite a few of these business classifications in categories for easy browsing, and they can be searched in the CC field using either the code number or the descriptions that you see here. So for example, a search for CC parentheses 5121060 gets the same hits as searching for CC parentheses gold. In some instances, a term might appear in multiple codes so that a search for CC parentheses chemicals will retrieve records for commodity chemicals and also for agricultural and specialty and diversified chemicals. So if you only want records for agricultural chemicals, you would search for either this code number or for the exact phrase, quote, agricultural chemicals, unquote, in the CC field, depending on how broad or how narrow you want your search to be. You'll probably prefer to search using the descriptive terms for an industry rather than the actual code numbers, but a preliminary look at the ProSheet can help you to select your terms. So let's say we want to search for reports on the pharmaceuticals industry. Here in the healthcare section, we see 5 codes with that term, so we might use a search for pharmaceuticals in the classifications field as a starting point. Here in the advanced search interface, I can either type in CC parentheses pharmaceuticals, close parentheses, or I can just type the word pharmaceuticals and use the drop-down on the right side to select the classifications field. Before I run the search, I'll go down to the Report Type section and check the box for Industry Reports. Now I can click Search, and that is one very simple way to run a search for industry reports in Investext. We might want to refine the way that we're selecting the industry we want, and one way to do that from our results list is to go to the Narrow By filters on the right side and open the list of classification codes found in these results, bearing in mind that a result can have multiple classification codes. Now, looking through these, you might decide you want to search more specifically on generic and specialty pharmaceuticals, or you may find something you want that doesn't actually include the word pharmaceuticals, like drug retailers. So you can select that and click Narrow By, and this will limit results to records with both pharmaceuticals and drug retailers in the business codes. If instead you want to go broader, we can OR together drug retailers with pharmaceuticals in the CC field, like this. Once you've selected your term or terms for the CC search, you can expand that to searching in the title or in the subject field very easily, like this. Meanwhile, this check mark shows that we're still limited to report type industry reports, or we can confirm that by checking under Narrow By Report Type. Now let's consider the second part of the search, that is, limiting to records that don't just mention your industry terms, but that are substantially reports about that industry, or an overview of it. So far, we've been using the report type feature of Investext to limit to industry reports. Another approach is to look for the phrase industry overview. You can look for it in the document type field or in the subject field, like this. We can either combine that with the industry report limitation by leaving this box checked, or we can uncheck the box for additional limits industry reports and use just industry overview. These searches might get a lot of results at this point, but you will probably want to narrow your results to only a recent range of dates, Or you might first want to add more terms to your search, such as the particular kind of product or some aspect of the industry that you're researching. Or you can add a company name to research the part that a certain company plays in its industry. But at that point, we're moving more toward a market share type of search, which we will talk about in a different video. So that's it. As you can see, it's not difficult at all to find industry reports in Investext, but there is no one single way to do it. Instead, we suggest you consider these options, try searching in different ways, and decide what will work best for your particular purposes when searching for industry reports in Investext. If you'd like more information, here are some links to additional resources, and if you have any questions or you'd like some help, please call the help desk at these numbers or email us at customer@dialog.com. Thanks for using Dialog, and enjoy the rest of your day.